Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Niah. I am the owner of Loving the Little Ones. So today's video is just basically me introducing myself, telling you guys how I got started, why I got started, and what are my goals for this channel and just my business in general. So stay tuned and you'll get to talk to me. So yeah, once again, my name is Niah. I'm in the state of Virginia. I have my own daycare. I started in August. Um, I'm not licensed right now. I'm not registered. I just started out to get, kind of used to everything. So by the time I do get licensed, when I move, I'm already comfortable with everything. I'm not just jumping in and, just winging it. I want to make sure I'm doing everything right by the book so that when I do get licensed, I don't have to change anything. Um, but yeah, so we can start by learning a little bit about me. I have been in the child care industry for almost 6 years now. I started out in daycare as part time. I was doing hair and then going to work at a school part time. So that's how I got into the kid industry. And I'm not going to lie, I was back and forth between the same daycare because once you get attached to these kids, they like have a place in your heart. And so I just kept going back and forth to that daycare. It was also a Christian daycare. So my daycare is Christian based as well. I'm not saying that I don't accept anyone that doesn't have my religion, but just know that me and my kids, we pray, we talk about God, we talk about Jesus, we talk about all those good things. Um, yeah, so I've been in childcare for almost 6 years now. Um, I've been probably in those 6 years, maybe in about three daycares. Um, the only one that was licensed was the last two that I worked at. The Christian one, they're exempt from license and everything like that. So when I went over to licensing, it was a lot of stuff that you could not do. And I'm like, you got to use one wipe to, like, literally one wipe to change the baby. Um, but yeah, that was that. But yeah, so here I am after 6 years, still in the daycare industry. I just have my own. I do teach my kids. We have a curriculum. We use Abeka. I also implement like my own stuff. Sometimes we'll do crafts. Sometimes we'll just watch educational videos on the TV, or sometimes I even, make up a educational game for them, like a letter game or number game, just something so that they have different ways in learning because not everybody learns the same. I know me, I'm more hands on, so it's easier for me for someone to sit next to me and say, do this, do that, rather than in a big class and everyone's learning the same way. I never was like that. I had to have help because I'm a visual person. I'm like a you need to step by step for me. But anyway, yeah, so I just do like different learning ways for them, to see what helps them better. I have some 4 year olds, some 2 year olds, and I have a 1 year old. So when my 4 year olds are learning, my 2 year olds are doing circle time with them as well. So my 2 year olds are way ahead of the game. They know their sounds, their letters, their shapes, their colors. Um, what else do they? Their days of the week, their months of the year. Like my 2 year olds are up there. They're ready for kindergarten. Um, but yeah, that's just because we all learn in one group. And then when it comes to having to do work, I separate them. I separate my twos and I separate my fours. And then the baby, of course, I separate her. She's doing more so like motor skills, trying to walk, talking. She does her sign language, which is so cute. But yeah, I would say implement different techniques for your children to learn. If you see one kid is not getting it, try a different way. Maybe implement some fun things like games, something on the TV, but like limit TV time because you don't want them to rely on TVs and stuff because you don't know how much TV time they have at home. Yeah, so anyway, that was the introduction on me. How I started, I was just tired of working under people. Tired of, I knew my worth, and we all know in the daycare world, we don't get paid as much as we're supposed to. Um, the kids nowadays, they are challenging. Some are very challenging, and you guys don't see how much we put into these kids, and we just don't get paid enough. It's not about the money, but it's about, I know I can be doing this on my own, and I know I can make more money doing what I love. And you can also implement more stuff. You don't have to go by, oh, you can't do this, you have to do that, you can't do that, on a certain time schedule. So that's the reason why I started. That's the reason why I started. I didn't want to be under anyone's wing anymore. I just wanted to do my own thing. I know once you get licensed, it's kind of like you're under someone else's wing as well, but I may lean more towards getting registered. But that's just something that I have to figure out myself. Um, so yeah, that is why I got started. How I got started is, before I did anything, before I even started buying stuff, no, I'm sorry, I lied. I started to purchase some stuff, and while I was purchasing stuff, I was getting the word out there. I was advertising my business. I was sending messages out to my former students, their parents. I was telling them to get the word out of there. I made business accounts um, for only the daycare. So like if people want to know my prices, if they want to know what I do, if they want to set up a tour, they can contact me on my business pages, or they have my number up there, my email. So I just like kept advertising. And at first it was hard. I was like, man, because you're sending out, all these messages and you're not receiving anything back. But when you be patient and you give it to God, that is when everything just starts falling into place. Even now, my daycare is full, but like every week, I'm constantly getting someone, asking me, hey, do you have anything available? And unfortunately, I won't have anything up until about August, because my 4-year-olds, they're going to kindergarten. It's gonna be so hard, but yeah, they're going to get kindergarten. But I am just so blessed that God has given me this opportunity. I know He was talking to me. He was like, go ahead and do this business. This is this is what you want. This is, what He called me to do. So I absolutely love kids. I love seeing their growth, especially when it comes to teaching them, because you can have a child that just, when they first came to you, they didn't know anything, and by the first month or two, you see that they're catching on. So that means you're doing your job. But yeah, that's the biggest reason why I love what I do. I love the growth. I love the impact that kids give on your heart. They're just so cute. How can you not love them? And I don't have any kids of my own, so those are my kids. So I think that's why I'm so like touchy and like that. I think that's why I have such a big heart for kids, because I don't have my own. So um yeah, so that's that. So my goal for my daycare is to, of course, expand so I can have more kids, teach more kids, because my kids just don't play. We learn. My kids know we have an hour of learning time, because I'm getting you ready for kindergarten. I only take up to 5 years of age. Once they're able to go to kindergarten, they are no longer in my care. So yeah, I keep them up until they go to kindergarten, and once they're able to go to kindergarten, that's when they leave me. So I'm basically getting their child ready for kindergarten. And I like my kids to be ahead of the game, so they're always learning something that they're supposed to know for the next grade. So my kids that are going to kindergarten, they're gonna blow those kids away, because they catch on so fast. They're just so smart. Um, but yeah, my goal is just to expand, to have more kids, so I can, help more families, help more parents. Also, daycare is expensive. Like, I am affordable. I provide food. I teach them. We play. We do everything that you would do in a regular school slash daycare. It's just inside of a home. There's literally no difference. Um, I still follow all those state requirements, the ratio and all that, because I'm not licensed. So, but yeah, but that's my goal. is to expand. I'm not sure if I want to expand into a building because that is a lot of work. When I first started daycare, I was like, oh yeah, I want to get a building. I want to do this. I want to do that. But it's a lot to put into it. I think I'll just probably keep it in my home and continue to teach kids that way because that's where I'm comfortable at. I don't want to have to be answering to someone when that's the reason I left daycares and schools because I didn't want to have to keep answering to anyone. I could just do my own thing. But yeah, that's my goal. This video was just a quick introduction so you know who I am, what I do, how I started it, and what are my goals. I can say my goals for this channel is just to help others that want to start daycare. um, they can come up here and ask for advice because even me, I just started in August, so I still have questions. I still need help. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning, so I'm kind of up here to help and to like not help. I'll be back. All right, guys. Well, I had some technical difficulties. I don't know what happened to my lights, but it just turned off. And it won't come back on. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And just tune in for my next video. Bye, guys.